You carried a warm cup of green tea into Jungkook's home office carefully, stepping around his scattered papers. He was buried in his screen, eyes locked, fingers tapping rapidly. You tapped his shoulder softly, voice gentle. Jungkook, it's late. Take a break, please. I made your tea. Leave it on the table while he muttered, not even sparing you a glance. You placed the cup down, hesitating for a second before you leaned over to rest your head on his shoulder. I missed you today. A sharp sigh escaped him when I was in the next room all day. I know you smiled faintly, trying to lighten the mood, but still it felt like miles. He shifted slightly, brushing your hand off his arm. Please, not now. I'm busy. Your chest deflated a little, but you forced a grin. Okay, but I'm still stealing a hug later. Later that night, you popped your head into the bathroom where he was brushing his teeth. I found our matching pajamas. Remember those blue ones with clouds? I laid yours on the bed. Jungkook raised an eyebrow, rinsing his mouth. You're not a kid, Ryan. No, but I'm your wife. You said with a laugh, even though something in your chest twisted. At bedtime, you curled up beside him. He was scrolling through his phone, replying to work, emails, even this late. You wrapped your arms around him from behind. Let's go on a short trip this weekend. Just the two of us. I'll plan everything. I have a meeting, Ryan, he said flatly, still looking at his phone. You clung to him like a little tighter. Even just one day, half a day, Jungkook. That's when he finally put the phone down and turned towards you visibly annoyed. Van, can you not do this every night? Your arms dropped. Do what? This clinging, needing constant attention. I need space. You're always touching, asking, planning. I just want some peace, okay? You blinked, lips parted in shock. I didn't realize I was suffocating you. I just thought we were close. Let's sleep, he muttered, turning away. You lay awake long after his breathing slowed, a quiet ache swelling in your chest. The next afternoon, you walked towards Jungkook's office with a tray of fruits and herbal tea. You paused when you heard his voice through the half open door. Yeah, she's sweet and honest, he said, but she is so clingy sometimes. It gets exhausting. You froze in place. I come home and it's constant talking, hugging, planning little things. I just want silence. But it's like she needs me every second. Your heart shattered. Your arms trembled as you walked away from the door without entering. The tea grew cold on the tray. That night you stood in front of the mirror in silence, eyes glassy. You whispered your reflection. If love feels like a burden, maybe I have given too much of it. You didn't cry, you simply changed. The next morning, you didn't greet him when he came downstairs. His coffee was on the table, breakfast already served. You didn't hover or chat, you simply walked away from there. Jungkook noticed immediately. No morning kiss? He asked. I figured you wanted space, you said softly, not looking up. His brow furrowed. Did something happen? You smiled politely. Everything is fine, Jungkook. That afternoon, you posted a quote on your Instagram story. When you realize your worth, your silence becomes louder than your words. And then another, sometimes the loudest kind of love, is no noise at all. Jungkook saw them both, and something in his chest stirred. You still did everything a wife does. You cooked, you cleaned, you folded his laundry, but you no longer left post-it notes in his lunchbox. You didn't ask about his meetings, you didn't wait at the door when he returned home. He started noticing the emptiness in his life now. One night he walked into the living room where you were watching TV, curled in a blanket. He sat beside you, awkward. Want to watch something together? You shook your head gently. You can. I was just passing time. He stared at you. You are being distant, One. You didn't reply. Are you angry? No, you said. Just quieter. He nodded slowly, but didn't understand. Not yet. In the following days, you posted more quotes. Love shouldn't have to beg to be noticed. If I was too much, maybe you were too little. You can't pour your soul into someone who only drinks a sip. At work, Jungkook stared at the screen for 10 minutes straight, unable to finish a single sentence in the email. For the first time, the silence he once craved felt defeating. At night, he had watched you roll to the far edge of the bed. Your phone is glow lighting your face, your expression neutral. No giggles, no sighs. One night he finally broke. You don't talk to me anymore. You turned to him calmly. I thought that's what you wanted. What? No, I didn't. I heard you on the phone, Jungkook. You said quietly. You said I was clingy, that you hated it. His expression fell. I was trying. You continue to love you in my way, but if that's too much, I won't force it. I have been loud for too long now, I'm just listening. He had no words. And you finally slept peacefully. The next morning, Jungkook sat alone at the breakfast table, staring at the plate of warm food. He remembered the early days of your marriage, your laughter, the way you had force feed him strawberries, your clingy little arms wrapping around him when he was cranky. He missed it, all of it now. The day at work, he couldn't focus, meetings blurred, emails piled up. His assistant asked twice, Sir, are you alright? He wasn't, because he was realizing what he had lost and how he pushed it away with his own hands. That evening, Jungkook came home earlier than usual. You were in the kitchen, quietly plating his favorite dinner, stir-fried tofu, miso soup, and jasmine rice. He walked in slowly, hesitantly. You cooked this for me? I always do, you said without emotion. He sat down, then looked up. Can we talk? You looked at him, waiting. I miss you, he said. I miss your voice, your hugs, the way you used to run to me. You remained still. I didn't realize how warm you made this house until it turned cold. You swallowed, but you wanted that cold. You called my warmth clingy. I didn't mean it that way, he said quickly. I was stressed, tired. That's not an excuse, you said. You made me feel like my love was too loud, so I gave you silence, and now I like my silence. His throat tightened. Are you saying you don't love me anymore? You looked away. No, I'm saying I love myself too. He got up and walked to you slowly, taking your hand in his. Then love yourself, but don't shut me out, please. I didn't know how lucky I was. You pulled your hand back. I'm not your doll, Jungkook. I'm not here to be adored when convenient and dismissed when inconvenient. I have feelings, I have limits. He nodded slowly, eyes misty. Then tell me how to stay, how to fix this. You stared at him for a long moment, then softly said, stay, but only if you see me, hear me, love me, not just tolerate me. I will, he whispered. I miss your clinginess, I miss your chaos, I miss you. Stay however you want to. Just stay with me. You sighed and offered a small smile. I have already stayed, but from now on I'm staying for me too. He smiled through his tears. Come, let's eat before it gets cold, you said softly. And for the first time, he truly tasted your love. Thank you for watching.